ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delete Sahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. President Hassan Sheikh Mahmud arrives in Asmara. Seminar was held on eliminating harmful practices in the Sabzon. The Netherlands delivers first batch of F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. And Indian soldiers kills at least 31 suspected rebels. On our local news, on the invitation of the government of Eritrea, President Hassan Sheikh Mahmud of the Federal Republic of Somalia and his delegation arrived in Asmara in the evening hours today for a 3-day official visit. President Hassan Sheikh Mahmud and his delegation, which includes Foreign Minister Ahmed Muallim Fiqi, were accorded warm welcome by President Isaias Afwerki on their arrival at the Asmara International Airport. The two heads of state will discuss further enhancement of the all-rounded bilateral ties cooperation that exists between the two countries, as well as regional and international issues of mutual interest. The welcoming event was attended by Mr. Usman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs. A seminar on eliminating harmful practices, particularly female genital mutilation and underage marriage, was held in Galalo Sabzon. The seminar was organized by the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in the Sabzon. During the meeting, extensive discussions were made focused on the consequences of underage marriage and female genital mutilation, ensuring children's rights, and the effects of other harmful practices on health of women and children. Mr. Mahmud Abdu, head of the branch office, stated that objective of the seminar was to raise public awareness and correct the societal misconceptions regarding harmful practices. The participants engaged in detailed discussions on the issues raised during the seminar and proposed various recommendations, including the need for ongoing seminars to sustain public education. Mr. Muhammad Ibrahim, administrator of the Sabzon, highlighted the public understanding on harmful consequences, such as practices in improving overtime, and called for increased community involvement and combat these practices. A waste management pilot project in the Central Region reported commendable results. Ms. Elsa Gabriel-Hannes, one of the project coordinators, stated that the pilot project was launched by the Central Region Administration in collaboration with the Ministries of Agriculture, Health, Land, Water, Environment in 2023. She also mentioned the project aimed to increase public awareness of waste management, produce compost fertilizers from waste, and promote fruit and vegetable farming. Mr. Abraham Balai, head of the Environmental Health, emphasized that the waste management has contributed significantly to reducing communicable diseases and caused by poor sanitation by 75% and ensuring the cleaner environment and water resources. Ms. Sarah Tesfa Mikael, administrator of Abashaul Sabzon, noted that committee has been established to oversee waste management in the Sabzon. The Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare branch in Barantu Sabzon has provided school material support to 260 disadvantaged children. Ms. Hannah Usman, head of the branch office, reported that the government has invested around 300,000 nakfa to support disadvantaged students, ensuring they can continue their education without hindrance due to the lack of school supplies. She also urged parents to encourage their children and monitor their education performance regularly. Mr. Marhaw Girmay, representative of the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare, encouraged students to remain diligent to their studies and called on parents to stay actively involved in their children's education. He also urged the public to enhance their participation in the efforts to support disadvantaged students, ensuring they can pursue their education uninterrupted due to the lack of school materials. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international news shortly. Just stay tuned. Welcome back. The Netherlands has sent a first batch of F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine, according to the Dutch defense minister. The Dutch government had said it would send 24 F-16 fighter jets to Kyiv, while the rest of the jets will follow in the coming months. The Netherlands and Denmark have been leading a quotation of ship and fighter jets to train the Ukrainian pilots. Ukraine, in its third year since the war with Russia begun, and is now heading to a difficult winter with half of the energy infrastructure destroyed. Russian troops have also made grinding advance in the Ukraine's east, while Ukrainian troops face shortage of weapons and personnel. Last week, former Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte met with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky in Kyiv and pledged to increase military support in his first foreign visit as the new Secretary General of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, NATO. Now, last news. At least 31 suspected Maoist rebels have been killed during a clash with the Indian security forces in the central Indian states of Chhattisgarh. The confrontation took place on Friday after counter-insurgency forces acting on intelligence surrounded by approximately 50 suspected rebels in the dense Abuj Himad forest. The operation, which began on Thursday, led to a 9-hour firefight following days. Security personnel have since been conducting research operations in the area and have recovered several weapons, including automatic rifles. No injuries or casualties has been reported among the government forces. There has been no immediate statement of the rebels. Indian forces have been engaged in a long-running conflict with Maoist rebels known as the Naxalists since 1967. The armed uprising began in a movement demanding jobs, land, and a greater share of wealth from the natural resources of the country's disadvantaged indigenous communities. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. President Hassan Sheikh Mahmud arrives in Asmara. Seminar was held on eliminating harmful practices in the Netherlands delivers first batch of F-16 fighter jets to Ukraine. And Indian soldiers kill at least 31 suspected rebels. That wraps up our stories for tonight. Thanks for watching and have a good night.